All right, just a little recap. August 1st, Mayor Gore announced that he was looking to end the Veterans, in the Military and Veterans Commission. I saw that and I was a little upset, and I asked that the mayor apologize to the veterans and the taxpayers, because there was already nonprofits working for what the city took over doing. The mayor knew that by creating this commission, it would destroy the other nonprofit, HHVP, and he did it anyway. I was part of HHVP, right? And we started it in the summer of 2015, long before the mayor was elected.
Thanks for putting us on the agenda for tonight. I really appreciate that. Basically, we just wanted to give you all and anyone watching or in the audience an update on the Huber Heights Veterans Project.
That was the mayor as a private citizen during one of our many updates to the Huber Heights City Council. I believe he was a major force, if not the leader, of creating the new commission over politics to destroy HHVP, which I was a member of. Because I also started a podcast that talked about city government.
You know, Mr. Otto said in a podcast that he had done with Mr. Truman that his phone was blowing up and everybody was calling him. Well, Mr. Otto's not the only person.
Prior to the city creating the commission, what did they do for veterans? Nothing. I think, HHVP, we started looking into creating a memorial. We did clothing drives, we did park cleanups, we were getting involved with the community. The city wasn't doing anything like that. But after I began talking about government on a podcast, they created the commission and they crushed HHVP.
Work session on March 2nd. At that point in time, when Mr. Otto and Mr. Campbell asked the previous city manager a question, it was validated on our Saturday meeting that false information was provided. Mr. Otto had corrected the previous city manager that false information had then been provided, and you had declared that you had been fed up. That was my recollection.
That's absolutely correct.
Don't forget, I was called a liar.
Just for clarification, I got no problem with Scott. I guess my only...
Yes, and as you mentioned, there was an issue regarding the granite discussion at the work session regarding the Veterans Memorial, and that certainly was a piece of frustration that was sticking with me, that I was very frustrated over, and I made that opinion very apparent, very
My
clear.
question would be, is I know at the public meeting, Mr. Otto had, on March 2nd, Mark Campbell asked, has the Veterans Committee been briefed on this to the level behalf? Previous city manager, yes. Mr. Campbell. So what I heard originally was Al Griggs had an opinion, but I understand that it's the Veterans Committee's opinion, or is that his opinion? Previous city manager. Well, that was at a veterans meeting, so it was discussed at the last Veterans Commission. Mr. Otto, I don't want to step on any toes or anything, but I was at that meeting of the Veterans Commission, and I have the problem too, and it could be Swaggart. There is no discussion on this topic. Previous city manager, yes, I sat right back there, and he motioned over here. So, Mayor, are you at the understanding that that statement was false, and that's what caused it? Because Mr. Lyons directly asked you if it was going to get relayed. So I guess my question to you is, back to the point, was that the straw that broke the camel's back?
I think it was, that was probably the culmination of lots of things.
Okay, all right. So I guess Mr. Otto had alluded to this earlier, and I just wanted to kind of bring some clarity because, Mr. Gore, you said that you were misquoted. I've been misquoted. Matter of fact, I was just recently misquoted. The video piece didn't really do us any service on ABC, but the written piece did. So in the comments that you had made to the Dayton Daily News that was reported at 12:01 p.m. that following Tuesday, it had stated you told the Dayton Daily News that Schomer offered his resignation to the city council Monday night, citing new opportunities that have opened to him personally. Were you misquoted?
Let's see here. I sent an email. Yeah, I sent the same email to Channel 2 and to the Dayton Daily News, and yes, I did say Mr. Schomer offered his resignation to the city council last evening, citing new opportunities that have opened to him personally. We will have a special meeting of council very soon to appoint an interim city manager to work through the transition. That's the same quote that I sent to Channel 2 and the Dayton Daily News, Lee McClory. I believe Eileen. Yes, Eileen McClory.
So what happened to the part about the granite and the Veterans Memorial and the culmination? I was the liar. All I'm asking is that the mayor apologize to the veterans and to the taxpayers. That's it. That's it.